All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah, Hadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to brethren teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. And peace and shalom to the Akwaf listening, all right, throughout the four corners of the globe, wherever you may be, all right. But I was just listening to this video right here. The history of Esau is ashamed of all things of the past is required. Esau, keep that in mind. And I'm gonna just gonna be brief, man. You know, Malcolm X gave a speech. All right, he said the chickens would come home to roost. All right, let's look up what that saying means. It says the idiom means that the consequences of a person's past actions, mistakes, or wrongdoings have finally caught up with them, usually in an unpleasant way. All right. So this is the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. All right. So now everything that you have did, your systems, all right, even though you're trying to develop this MOTB system, which is your final nail in the coffin, all right, it's beautifully disguised as a Trojan horse to Edom as a crown of power. I would say that, or being as the Most High, as the scriptures state. All right, because that MOTB system is going to give them headway into your personal space in every way. All right, you know, once they put that carbon footprint with it, you're a slave to carbon, and then you'll be a slave to their new debit system, a debt system, which is the CBDC. But going forward on them not ever thinking, all right, forward about what they're doing, and this is the major blowback, all right, for the the mega, all right, megas through, all right, that dude Stephen Miller's through, all right, and white supremacy is getting attacked on all fronts. Okay, when you see it coming from the Asian man or the Japanese or it won't be other Edomites, not as of yet, but it's turning the curve. All right, because this is where you're gonna get civil wars. All right, let's get that real quick. Isaiah the 19th chapter. All right, we knew that it was going to come back to roost on you. Now it's going to be infighting with you guys. All right, your own race is about to fight each other. Okay, and everybody's about to be against you. That's because that's the way that the Lord is willing it. All right, so let me grab what did I say I was going right then? Isaiah the 19th chapter. Well, let me read Isaiah 10 first. I'm gonna read Isaiah 10 first. These people just they shooting themselves in the foot. It's a cheddar bob thing. You know what I'm saying? So they constantly going to keep on shooting themselves in the foot, and it's not going to change. It says, "Woe unto them that write unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." Okay. So because they have these unrighteous laws, now they're about to get dealt with. Because they wrote all these laws for who? For Jake. Jake can't do this. Jake can't do that. All right. Now, you know, the curse is about to come upon them. All right. And all the heinous things that you did fully being exposed. We even know that you have 6 companies, all right, doing this CERN fucking research that's opening up portals on the earth. Okay, we know about that. We know about your heart machine. We know about your disease warfare. Okay. This is the end, man. None of these things are hidden anymore. All right. But it's one thing that you it's over for you, Edom. It's done. Done. Isaiah 47. Yep. It says, and thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. All right. So you didn't think that all that you did was going to come back to you. All that you were warranted on people wasn't going to come back to you. All right. But now we're sitting in the cesspool in Babylon the Great. All right. Waiting for your demise, Edom. Okay. Which is the so-called white race. All right. Your real race is Edom. Okay. The destroyer of worlds. In so many words, man. That's what you were created for. So you're the honor for dishonor. This is all white people. Okay. Unless they go back to the lineage of Israel. Okay. But all Caucasian dwellers are all people of Edom's race. All right. Because you don't even have to be a white person to be an Edomite. All right. And it goes according to lineage, the man's sperma. Okay. So yes, it is white man having kids with black tribe women. All right. But those kids are Edomites. Okay. No matter what, no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I don't care what the mother thinks. They're Edomites because they're of the seed of Edom. Okay. Unless that man is a Israelite, that's the only way they could be Israelites. All right. And geared for repentance if they're of the hopeful elect. But you Edomites, y'all all are fit for destruction. Okay, Isaiah 14 chapter, all right, comes into play. You're going into slavery. Okay, but our slavery is going to be righteous. It's not going to be as heinous as the shit that you was pulling. Eating people, cutting off men's rods, destroying women and children, eating people. Come on, man. Come on, you did too much, man. And now somebody got to break their foot off in your ass. Okay, and we know who that is. Isaiah the 63rd chapter comes into play. Okay, and this is what's coming down. This is why you shouldn't be considered the queen forever, man. All right, you dirty whore. Babylon the Great. Okay, let's go here. Revelation 12 and 12, you know, because it's a short time. But yeah, so this is your latter end, man. Nobody cares about what you're doing to try to improve society, because it's all bullshit. All right. And once the Edomites found it out in that video that I was watching, all right. Hey, they pissed, man. Let me show you this too, man. I had this reading this earlier. Give me a second. Where's this? You see, all the while you're trying to do it to Israel, right? You're trying to put us down in the dirt, Father, so to speak. Walk on our back some more. All right. But look, now you got this room full of, ain't a black person in sight. Okay. Cape Cod public meeting turned tense after a local man stepped to the microphone and accused officials of choosing foreign nationals over legal tax-paying Americans, arguing that residents like him are being asked to obey the rules, pay the bills, and accept fewer benefits while the cost of living keeps on rising. Okay, so this is where we at with it. All right, the Lord is going to make y'all tear each other apart. Okay, like I was saying, that's why I was getting Isaiah in the 19th chapter as well. All right, let's just go right to it. Isaiah 19. Give me a second. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And that's what you're seeing. All right. If you look at all these town hall meetings, all these so-called white race is not happy in America anymore. Okay, things are going. The gas prices change every day, and sometimes 2 times in one day. All right, at certain stations, man. So this is not going to be pleasant. All right, and like I say all the time, it's your people that did this. You got the elitists that's taking it away from everybody. It doesn't matter what skin color you are. You see, you dummies got lost. Y'all got lost because they played a trick on you. Y'all thought just because y'all can say, all right, that y'all were better than us, that was going to be fulfilling for y'all. No, because at the latter end, it was all about money in the first place. That's all it's about to these elitists. Okay, they're gonna steal from poor, and they're gonna be the rich. That's just the way it's gonna be. So hey, this place is going down. It says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into a hand of a cruel lord, and a fish king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts. All right, so this is what the Lord prescribed for you. All right, for all your secrets, right, to be uncovered. Isaiah 47 chapter. All right, let's go there real quick. And then your end will come. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for there shall no more be called tender and delicate. Okay, take the stone, grind mill, uncover the locks, make bare the legs, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. All right. So everything is panning out. All right. The Lord is making moves. These people has been exposed, and if you don't get down with the exposing of the so-called Edomite, the so-called white man, which is the Edomite, all right, Salaki, all right, then you, as an Israelite, have a real problem, all right, and your arm's too short to box with God. So these people don't need saving. They've been eating, killing, stealing, raping, all right, and colonizing for far too long, and now the gavel is about to be banged on them, and they're going to get the judgment of a lifetime. All right. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.